Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here today on ESGNet, as we're back here for FIFA 19 Sporting Kansas City career mode, and this is episode number 4 of the Inside the Cauldron here, talking about the inner workings of the Sporting KC soccer team here, as we're going to get ready we're going to get into some getting ready to actually go into the transfer window here pretty soon here. As you see, we got a game coming up here with Impact Montreal. You'll see that in the next episode. But previous episode you guys seen, of course, we simmed our first game of the season against Minnesota and end up in a draw with them. Take a look at the current standings right now in MLS right now for us. In the Eastern Conference, you got Columbus at 34 points there in first place. Philadelphia right behind them, just 3 behind them with 31 points. New York Red Bulls at 29 points, and then New York New York City FC with 27 points there for the season. Of course, Atlanta number 20 at 25 points at number 5, and number 6 Montreal there at also at 25 points there. So good year so far there in the Eastern Conference there. Of course, there you see us at 37 points right now, leading leading overall in points right now in MLS, and we're hoping to try to see if we can continue that here, as we've been doing pretty well there. You see 11-4-1 for the season so far here, played in 16 matches already here, and of course we've only given up 5 goals total here, as we've been pretty much the best defense in MLS right now this season. Of course, wish we could say that in real life. In real life right now, Sporting KC has been struggling, but they've been bouncing back here as of late. But for us, we've been having a great season here, and just take a look at some of the season top scores here. There you see Naismith or Nemeth there at number 6 with 7 goals in 16 matches already here this season. And I think he's our top scorer right there. So, Garsov, 8 goals in 16 matches. And he has been on fire as of late here. The last couple of episodes, he's been very impressive there. He almost came close to getting a triple or a 3-goal game, as he almost had that one there, but came up short. Take a look at assists there. Zuzu, 5 assists in 16 matches. Of course, you go down the list there. There you see Nemo with 4 in 16 matches there. You guys can just go down the line there and just kind of take a look at that. But for the most part here, the team has been playing very, very well. One person I would like to see back in the shake of things there in the this season, and that is Johnny Russell. He's been kind of absent in some of these matchups here. I've been trying to get him the ball there at times, but he just could not get around the defense there and get the ball in there. So we're gonna try to work on trying to get him more involved and get him some goals here in the next couple of matches. And of course, with the transfer window coming up here, we are going to be looking at some. Been looking at some strikers here. I've been looking at really pretty much a lot of different parts in the game from really every position. But for the most part here, here's some of the team stats you guys can take a look at. Pause the video if you want to look into more of this. But yeah, we're trying to see if find a decent striker, as that's one of our main things for next season that we have to try to work on and get ourselves going here as we get closer and closer to the end of the season. We do have a few players that we would like to re-sign, but also at the same time too, I'm looking at some possibilities of guys that we could possibly sell and go overseas, make be able to go overseas and whatnot. So we're just kind of looking into all that right now, and I'll get more into that maybe in the future episodes of the Cauldron here. But as you take a look there, pretty good year here. I think Johnny Russell, I think he has 2 goals as a total here. He has 1 assist there for the year. So yeah, we really need to get him in going there, because Gorso, I mean, he's been just doing a great job of just playing excellent there on the left wing there, and he's been scoring goals when we need him to, and just really just, I mean, if he's the guy that has the good foot right now, just launch the ball in there and get it and score for us. I think that's who we just need to go to. But looking at the transfer window here, I looked at some of these guys here, and I was trying to look and see what players we would need. And I realized I didn't look at what our needs were for the team. So since then, this is of course recorded way before we got up to this point here in the season. I've been kind of going through here. I've been kind of just eliminating guys based off just what our needs now are. So I know we need mostly we need a lot of things defensively. So right backs, left backs, center backs, and a couple of midfield guys there. And we're gonna look more into that here as we go along in the season here. There is a couple of goalkeepers there I would love to have as backups there, but comparing to what Tim is right now, that's just not going to work out too well, because game time and the battle for that's going to be a big issue. So we're going to try our best to goalkeeper for right now. I think we're just going to worry about that more on the level of being somewhere. We'll look in the youth academy, which we'll talk about here a little bit later on. But there's some really good names there, and some of these guys I would love to have because they're up for grabs here, not just domestically but also internationally here. But we're going to be looking at some international, because we do have one more. Remember, the rule is we get 3 international spots. We do have 1 remaining here for us. Of course, that means also 2. We also have to worry about make sure they fit the mold of if they are making 10K. Anything over 10K is considered this season as a designated player. So we have 1 spot for that, 2. So we're gonna try to see if we can look for that. Try to look for a guy for there. I think for the transfer window here, I think my best bet is we're going to probably try to find maybe just 2 players. I'm going to try to limit myself to that too, because like I said, I want this to be a series where it's an organic thing. We start from the ground up. We build our team based off the youth academy players, and we do have a few of those guys signed right now. And you'll see 2 of them actually here coming up. We just recently signed one, which I didn't realize I signed him already. But apparently I did a couple weeks back, and I think I may have mentioned him before, but he is in our starting 11 right now because we do have the injury. So he's going to be involved in that. But we just recently just signed 2 more players, and they're really good players. So you'll see their numbers here in just a bit. But for the most part here, just looking at the transfer window here and just kind of eliminating some of these guys here. I was getting some feedback from a lot of different people that play FIFA, and they told me just a bit of advice. Said, anyone that's in the transfer window somewhere around 60 or higher, those are the guys you want to go after. And of course, they gave me some other things to look at. Make sure you look at their what your need actually is, and then looking at their just other individual skills and what and whatnot and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of been breaking that down here, just like I do with my baseball, my football series. I have all this stuff written down on a document on my computer, so I have all their numbers there. I'm kind of just now going through guys of, okay, the guys I really want, the guys that are a bit of a long shot or just okay, we can't get them right now because of money and whatnot, and then the guys that kind of just right in the middle, I kind of feel safe with, that we can develop here and grow. So a lot of if we do get transfer, like I said, we are going to try to get 2 transferred players in this transfer window. They're going to be young guys, so we're going to be looking for young, your 20, 25 year old players, somewhere in that mold there, that we can go after and have a better shot at trying to get them somewhere down the long run there, because it's just there's a couple guys I looked at, they're getting close to, they're in their mid-30s, their early 30s, and I'm like, I won't have too much time with that. Within another 2 or 3 years, I would have to try to find, that get in that position again. And of course, with the Youth Academy, as you see there. A couple of the guys here I've been looking at here. So these are some of the English players that we've been looking at here, and some pretty good names there. I believe Lewis Kelly and Connor Cooper are the two guys that we end up eventually do sign there, and we'll see if we can work with them. I believe Kelly there, he's 15, so he won't be able. He'll be a part of the Youth Academy, but he will not be able to. He'll be able to train with us, but he won't be able, of course, won't be on the senior team. Connor Cooper, of course, he will be able to sign. Well, both of them will be able to sign with us, but Cooper will be able to, of course, join the team, the senior team when if we need some time, opportunity to do some rotation there. Peter Allen and Jonathan Robinson, I just didn't feel comfortable with them. Talking with a lot of people that, that some of the YouTubers here on the channel, on the YouTube and stuff like that, were telling me, I was kind of telling them what was going on, and they really did a good job explaining to me, some players that we need to sign and just the ones that we need to reject. So I went ahead and signed those two players right there, and that would be, it's a really good job of, doing all this and or just setting this up and how getting all this set up and everything. So we got two good players there. Like I said, I feel real comfortable with them. They're going to be with our Youth Academy for a lot of time, and I was watching a lot of different videos. They suggest that you should bring them up and down to the senior team, just give them that experience from time to time, but at the same time getting that opportunity so they can train, do some of the heavy, some intense training and stuff like that. So keep them on the Youth Academy as long as possible, and just kind of work with them throughout the season, and they'll be able to eventually meet their potential that they're of course you can see there that they have possibilities in. So but yeah, just looking at those two players there, I think we have a good future with those two, especially Kelly. I think his highest is 92 overall, so he's definitely a player that is going to be very impressive for us here, and of course we're bringing these young guys from the UK over to Kansas City, and they'll be on our Youth Academy teams there, and that should be, it's going to be awesome to see, because we'll bring a couple more guys here. I haven't decided how many Youth Players Academies we're going to bring every season. I kind of want to keep it low, but I'm thinking somewhere probably no more than I would say 7. I think 7 is good enough there. So yeah, like I said, we're going to be doing some moving around here and just doing stuff with different players. Heavy rotation coming up, because we got a lot of games coming up here during this transfer window here, and of course, we want to try to keep that first place spot there, with our team here. So a lot of going on. I know I'm rambling and stuff, but for the most part here, it's been a good season so far here. Let's keep it up. Thank you guys for the love and support you guys have given this series here. You guys have been really supporting and being really awesome following this series here, and I'm hoping to bring out more episodes here as we do go along here, and there will be more episodes coming up here very, very soon here, once we get picked up here, and once I get some stuff, some of this personal stuff right now going on, get some of that stuff out of the way, I'll be back into doing a lot more. As you probably didn't see too many videos last week, with the exception of your regular soccer videos for MLS. So that's it for this episode of the Kansas City, or Sporting Kansas City Inside the Cauldron. Come back for more episodes of this series here on the channel. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. Hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of when this series or any other series on the channel is uploaded. Remember, all videos all summer long here on ESGNet will be premieres, so you guys will be able to know the date and time when these videos come out, and you guys can hit that click that reminder to let you guys know when that series is going to be uploaded. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and on Tumblr, or no, Facebook, Twitter, and of course Tumblr, but Facebook, Twitter, and most importantly Discord. We're on there too, so check us out on those 4 platforms there, and follow us for the latest news and events on what's going on the channel. and what's going on in the world of sports gaming in general. That's it for me, you guys. As always, keep yourselves really healthy, and I will see you guys next time.